Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Minor League Esports mainstream here on Twitch.tv, presented by Bulls Guarana. We are bringing you some high-octane action here at the beginning, really, of Week 8 here on a Saturday. Stop laughing at me, my co-caster. I haven't called you in yet. I am Fallen, and joining me for this wonderful game will be Fufu, who's currently laughing and almost off screen. Hello, Fufu. We had a little bit of laughter in the break and a couple of jokes. But we do have a big game here. The Blizzard versus Spartans, ML doubles, and a lot riding on it for both teams.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to be on either of these teams having to follow up the absolute drama that was series number 1. I mean, there was upsets, there was the same rosters, same reactions, same everything, and everything played out like a storybook almost. So, Spartans and Blizzard have a lot to answer for here bringing into the second series of the night, but for you at home, this is a very hotly contested contest. Both of these teams are similar in the playoff standings, right outside of that mark. So these guys are going to be fighting for it tooth and nail. And you said it, Blizzard coming in at 23 wins. You look across the pitch, Spartans 18. They have to step it up. So it's very important to get that first goal. I hate to say it every time, but I think that first goal is such a big momentum and such a good thing to build upon. I want to see you can get that one first.
Absolutely. It definitely comes down to, I even think, not just the first goal, but the first game. So crucial in a series like this one. The Spartans fielding Peas and Beans and Gabriel. Peas and Beans, one of the single, I would say, top tier talents in Master League right now. In terms of stats, is 6th in the MVPR leaderboard after 5 series played. Is currently 6th in goals. Is currently 10th in saves, tied with one of his own teammates for the 9th spot. This is a player that has been around, is one of the stats leaders on the Spartans, and has been trying to pull them up out of a rather rough season, 18 and 27 record total, alongside Gabriel, who in his one series was fully swept, 5-0. It's a rough start to the season for him, but hopefully he can find his feet in this second one. Meanwhile, opposite side of the field, the Blizzard, a positive game record, 23 and 22 is always good to have, going into their 10th series this week, or this season, my apologies. J-Hex, being the leading proponent, 16 and 14 record, has played in 6 of the 9 series, now playing in the 7th, his 7th of the 10 played. I will get there eventually. Alongside Jeff, which is how you pronounce it, we've probably mispronounced it multiple times, it's just Jeff. Gabriel. Anyways, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1. Some high-quality commentary coming your way in this 5-game series where we play all 5 regardless of the result.
That is very true. Now a little bit of a team up there from Peas and Beans rotating back. The Spartans finding each other a little bit early in the celebratory actions there. High fives are after the goal, not before. Spartans and Jeff has a touch there, but Gabriel denies it. J-Hex caught a little bit awkward here. A very good read. That Gold Octane putting the pressure back on and flipping the pitch here. Spartans looking for something of our own. They have some control. A good pass out there from Gabriel, but a very big-time push from Jeff stalls that shot from Peas and Beans. J-Hex can get demoed here for his trouble. Didn't have the boost, didn't have the pace, and doesn't have the goal.
Great job just about from the Spartans to get back. Peas and Beans, a very interesting touch. Is Gabriel all on his own, but a capable player is the EU player, and this is very interesting to note because it is currently 1 AM in the UK. It is 2 AM in Germany right now, where Gabriel is currently playing from. So play and having to do a lot at that late night time. I feel like that might be a bit of a disadvantage, even with the ping as well not being in their favour, and it will definitely not be in their favour as Jeff will send this one home. The Sushi Roll will send the Blizzard 1-0 up with a minute gone.
Well, Sushi Roll, I guess it works. It's a 1-goal lead. Just about a minute off the clock here. So taking advantage of a little bit of errant defense there in the back half. Blizzard up by 1. They need to extend it here. Gabriel, very good 50 here. Peas and Beans trying to flip the pitch and does, but that Spartan was rotating back home, so they just trade possession and put themselves back into a hard reset. Now begins the passing of both teams back and forth. J-Hex, though, doesn't want to shoot it back. Instead, puts it to the side, but he still finds that honey-colored car. A shot comes through from Peas and Beans, but it will be denied. Now, off the ceiling coming is Gabriel. A nice touch here. It's going to find its way in off the board. Still on the goal line. Jeff gets a beautiful touch. Makes a save. Gabriel back into the goal.
I was so certain I just watched Play of the Week as that one came up off the ceiling jump. But no, the posts a cruel mistress they are to certain players in MLE. Another cruel turn of fate. Gabriel will find the goal though, which is, I think, more important than Player of the Week. That case of Balls Garana for Player of the Week is tasty, but I think it's not worth as much as a series win when you're a little ways down the ladder in terms of rankings for the Spartans. Here in this matchup, a good fake out there. J-Hex also the demo onto Gabriel, and Jeff will not have to do much to put that one on target. This is possibly the most unique goal I've seen all season.
That was a very interesting interaction. It looked like he just clipped that bottom right fender there and just got enough of the demo there. Interesting to see, but the Blizzard to take advantage of an open net turns into a free shot. Someone has not been skipping their training packs and not missing their warm-up. So a very good shot there. The Blizzard take advantage of it right before halftime, mind you. Jeff, a very good touch, looking for J-Hex. J-Hex is up. Another one for the Blizzard, and they are scoring in bunches.
J-Hex would be, if I was to make a man to watch in this series, it would be him. Player I know very well, very talented, very scary when he gets going on the field, and right now he is finding his footing or finding the grip on those wheels. They are not running out of, they're not falling off a cliff just yet. They are just about sticking to it. There is no magic brake system keeping them at bay. Thank you, Sharks, for that wonderful tweet, by the way. If you haven't checked it out on Twitter, go check out the team Twitters. The Blizzard probably are going to be posting about a successful win if they are to come away with a series win, and the Spartans are always consistent on there. But speaking of consistency, they need to find two in the next half a game. If they are to try and find a way to keep up a result, and J-Hex's save will stop that from happening. Another demo and another good save from Peas and Beans to keep that one at bay.
I feel like it's the second time Gabriel has been destroyed from his own net. I just feel bad for him. He gets home and feels safe, and then is dead. There's nothing else to be said, unfortunately. The Blizzard taking advantage of it anytime either it comes to a shot or a goal. So, Jax and company, another demo coming through. Jeff trying to push it and can't find it. Trying to find that self-oop out to midfield. Not going to find a way here. Gabriel trying to push it over one and does. A beautiful touch. It's not going to be in, though. Peas and Beans can't get it either. Gabriel, a quick turn. He shouldn't get there, but he can't. Not enough boost. Not enough momentum. Jeff turns it back. A near-post opportunity. The ball bounces, but Peas and Beans is there. A very quick goal-to-goal. But no defenders and no goal to be had.
I don't know how that's happened, I'll be honest with you. The Blizzard and Spartans, I think they're resigned to a specific scoreline here, a 3-1 starter. Neither team really willing to make the final goal, and the final touch to get said goal. Gabriel, the greatest touch here, will leave Jeff with their back boost, and Spartans on their own half. A miss from J-Hex, uncharacteristic, and that will give Peas and Beans and the Spartans a little bit of levity, a little bit of brevity, but again, Gabriel, his shooting woes have really cost the Spartans twice so far. Can he find the open net? He will. What a bump from Peas and Beans to give the Spartans a 1-goal game.
I mean, it's just truly Jeff gets sent to... he's on a different map by now, probably. Still flying. Yeah. You know, the Shooting Stars meme. Just off somewhere, still spinning, unfortunately. But there it is for the Spartans. They bring it back within one, and still a minute left. I like this play because this gives you so much time to work with, and you don't have to worry about setting up another goal opportunity. They took the bump, they saw the opportunity, and scored. So, Peas and Beans gets the demo there. Maybe they look for one here.
Gabriel's up for it. Will get the touch. It's not the greatest. Will takes it away from Peas and Beans, but keeps possession of the ball in the process. Might look for the pass out to him. J-Hex will read it. Good shot from him. That 50 will keep the Blizzard comfortable on the back line, if only for a moment. Gabriel, time, takes a bounce shot. It's not that accurate. Well, it is accurate, but it's directly at J-Hex, who's cleared it away and is 1v2ing their entire defense right now. The Spartans have no answer for the Blizzard's offense, and they are not making the correct touches on the back line to keep them at bay. As the Spartans now, they are penned in their half. They need to find something, otherwise they're going to be out of this one.
Well, you think of the more Spartan-esque. You see the shields linked up. They play defensively. The Spartans, they can't play defensive. They only have 2 seconds left and are down a goal here in game number 1. Peas and Beans trying to get to this here, but J-Hex once again standing tall at midfield denies it. The Blizzard take game number 1 in a 3-2 thriller.
Yeah, a great start for the Blizzard. Confident, composed, scored the shots when they needed to, but also, look at that, a total of 5 shots by them, 3 saves from the Spartans, and yet 3 shots went in from the Blizzard. How that's happened mathematically speaking, does not make sense. That shouldn't have happened. We may need to talk to some Rocket League engineers about that, because that, unless my math is wrong, that is illegal.
I'm looking at it here, and
it's illegal.
Math is math anyway, so it doesn't matter. But
math is math.
And at the end, the Blizzard come out with a 3-2 win. The 1-goal difference is what is important. So Blizzard take the win here. They have the lead in the series. They have some momentum heading into it. Spartans, a lot of offense, but not a lot of goals to show for it. 5 shots coming from Gabriel, 2 for him. Peas and Beans, 4 big shots, but 0 goals. So able to be stopped at the point of attack with the Spartans. Blizzard, they have to keep up that defense, but they need to just stem some of that pressure, I think.
Yeah, I was saying they need to get a bit more control in the midfield. It's where they've been a little lacking at times in this one. They've been penning their own half a little too much, and the counter-attacks from the Blizzard have just been enough to keep them in their own half and not able to really apply as much of a chokehold as they probably like. As we get ready for game number 2, we are in Neo Tokyo. No delay this time in the series. We are ready to go. And we are hopefully about to see another good game of Rocket League that is tense, close, and could go either way. Perhaps in the favour of the Spartans if they can find a way to get rid of those shooting woes. But the Blizzard, confident, seem to be a little bit more in control of their cards and in control of possession. They're probably the favourites at this point.
Also, no jet lag for Neo Tokyo this time as the ball still stands halfway through a minute here past and no real opportunity arose. Both of these teams struck early last time, getting a bunch of shots and a bunch of pressure, but not this time as they continue to feel each other out. A 3-2 scoreline was last game. JX puts the pressure on here. Gabriel waiting on his own backboard, making a big touch there. Jeff puts the pass up, but it is a repeat as Peas and Beans this time is up there. Another Orange Octane waiting in the corner. A beautiful touch. It's a 2-on-none. Gabriel, though, a little bit too far up. Has to jump late. Peas and Beans, though, able there to clean it up.
Took a couple of shots more than really they'd hoped for, I would say, on that one. The second should have got it. Doesn't. Peas and Beans are great with coppery to find that narrow angle near post, slots it home. It's a lot of pressure on that shot as well. It's not just slotting it home. It's to make up for the mistake that Gabriel made, and he's going to be thankful that Peas and Beans was there to do so as we look now into the second minute of 5 in this game in a 5-game series where we will play all 5 games, so it will be a full 25 minutes at minimum of great Rocket League action, and with about 6 gone already. Peas and Beans may have just scored the greatest own goal I've ever seen. No, Gabriel will keep it at bay. JX though will find the follow-up. That may be the most unfortunate clearance I've ever seen.
Calculated, but for the wrong team. Just JX able to play it up there, running it up. Good things happen when you're around the ball and the ball is at your opponent's net, and that's the best thing I can say about it. That's what they did. They saw a chance, they took it. JX opportunistic and able to take advantage there.
Yeah, credit where credit is due there from Peas and Beans. That was an absolute walloper of a shot. Absolutely sent it. Like, there's no other way to put it. Regardless of what net it was a great shot. Next time, perhaps aim it down at the blue one, not the golden one. Now an opportunity for him to make up for his mistake. He will. Sends that one on the open net. Great job from Gabriel to tee that one up. Another assist for him. That's 2 for 2. And that's another great goal for the Spartans as they get back their 1-goal lead.
Maybe it's just a tactical idea trying to get them to think that, oh no, these guys are going to put it on their own net so we can overcommit. And then Peas and Beans strikes for the second goal. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in game number 2. Spartans have a 1-goal lead. So back where we were, really, they want to try and find that extender and put this one away. Jeff up in time, a very good 50 in front of his own net. Some players, even at this level, are a little bit worried to do that, but confidence very, very high there. A good read. Gabriel and Peas and Beans both working back. Both players playing defensively right now.
And the Blizzard, they love this style of play where they get to sit at the midfield line and control it, but a good clearance from Peas and Beans will force the Blizzard back and give both Spartans a little bit of time and a little bit of room to get some boost that they might need. Peas and Beans and Jeff with a double fakes that game. Who gets up first? What?
The tactical myth, the miss and whiff at the same time.
Ah, of course. Yes. Completely aware of that terminology. Never heard it before. 100%. Double bump. A bump from the Spartans onto each other. There, I know that one. As they send themselves back into their own half. J-Hex beaten out by Peas and Beans, but Jeff still there, and it's that quick rotation in. The Blizzard have been able to control the midfield because of it. That's a quick rotation in from Peas and Beans, though. Down the other way, can the Spartans find the goal here off the chance? It's on target, J-Hex, great save in the demo from Jeff. destroying Gabriel's hopes and dreams, let alone his car. Is it still a 1-goal game for the Spartans, though?
Spartans had an opportunity there. They went for the bump play, but the bump play was hunting them instead. The hunter becoming the hunted. It's Gabriel going for another one. They put it on and then try to take the goalkeeper out. One of these times it's going to work, and then you might get your play of the week, but now the ball has just been glued to the top of J-Hex's car. That Octane, the Goomba stomp, the one-up life. You gotta be kidding me. It's a tie ball game.
Great carry on the roof of his car, takes his time, double jumps up perfectly. Gabriel gets sent down, bumps J-Hex up, and normally you feel like luck would be on Gabriel's side. You'd bounce him up into the ball and make him save it himself, but great job from J-Hex, just angles the car correctly, and that's a missed touch from Bees and Beans off the kickoff, and all of a sudden Blizzard in control of this game, 3-2.
Blizzard find a way to strike back-to-back, and an errant touch. There it is again, rolling back towards that yellow net, and this is the second time, right?
I think so, yeah. Bees and Beans not finding the touch, or not finding the right touch at least, in the first instance, and well, just like that, we now have the Spartans playing chase.
Well, the table has been set. They're down 1 goal once again, trying to find it here. A nice pass looking to midfield. A beautiful read, but it's too far to the far post, and it goes post and out. J-Hex running to it here. Doesn't pick up the boost, so now he's going to get killed for his troubles. Peas and Beans collects it in their corner. Jeff wants to beat. A very good read there. Gabriel waiting for it here. Going to try and find his teammate on the pass, but J-Hex coming after that demo. A very good push denies that one. The Blizzard have a lot of pressure. They have some space, and they got a lot of boost here. I like this pass. Jeff is up, but Jeff can't get there in time. A beautiful read, but not enough of an angle on that Finnick.
Gabriel looking to try to do it himself. Good flick on target. J-Hex has been so good on the defensive side for the Blizzard, making the touches, getting the clearances. Jeff's touches have not necessarily been the greatest on defense, but J-Hex has always been there to bail them out.
Wait.
For the first time, though, he's not. A double miss from the Blizzard. This is an incredible turn of events because that's the third big mistake, and it's tied us up at 3-3.
Wait, Fallen! He put it on the right net!
He put it on
got
the
the
net.
defenders with the right net! A beautiful touch!
Is that his hat trick as well? It is.
Tactically, yeah. Wow, he scored a lot of goals this game.
Well, I mean, actual hat trick as well from Bees and Beans. 3 for 5. Maybe 4 for 6 if you want to count the own goal. But that wasn't really an own goal because J-Hex put it in, just like he did just then. So now it's 4-3 Blizzard. Are you confused yet? I'm confused.
It just goes off of Peas and Beans' car and then off a wall, and then it goes in. This is just like...
What?
I thought we just saw this one 2 minutes ago. This is insane, but the Blizzard capitalizing on a mistake there into pushing it back towards that lone Blizzard player. 4-3, a 1-goal lead. Spartans have to find another one here, and that is very difficult because you're putting so much on and finding goals here. And once you do it one time, the defense starts to get more wiser to it, but that is too easy. J-Hex there off of the beautiful dish from Jeff.
Yeah, and you got to feel bad for the Spartans here because it's just a couple of poor touches. Gabriel has to dive to try and make a touch, can't get up to the post in time, bounces off the roof of the net, and it's just an open net for the Blizzard, so I try and catch myself on my words there. It feels like the Spartans have just been a little bit out of it. Gabriel will immediately shut me up and get a goal back for them. It's still not over. I mean, it's kickoff goal city right now. Yeah, great touch by Gabriel as well. Sends it as far as he dare towards the near post. You really hate those sorts of shots because this is a shot that he's struggled with all series long, putting it near post because he's found the post more times than he's really wanted to. And to have the confidence to still go for it after all of that. No, you have to go for it after all of that. A great play from him, but it might be too little too late. The Spartans need a goal. They have to keep this up, and they will. But for how much longer? Not at all. J-Hex sends it home. Blizzard are on match point.
Blizzard match point. That felt like a Matumbo finger wag there. Just the smack down into the face of the Spartans there. No, 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 say the Blizzard as they take this one once again by a score of 1. 5-4 here. So a very good showing from J-Hex. 4 for 4 on shooting. Shooting lights out. Jeff, 1 for 2. So incredible shooting on that end. Spartans 3 for 5, very good shooting from Peas and Beans, and Gabriel 1 for 3. So these shooting numbers are incredibly high. The pressure coming through, the defenses are beginning to bend and give some goals. Just the Blizzard, they seem to have an extra gear when they need it. They have that little bit more at the end and just push a hair.
I feel like the Spartans just sort of turn off a little bit at the end. When they need to be the most awake on defense, they seem to crumble faster than the Blizzard, and that's really cost them at several points. There are some shots that really, they're not their fault. J-Hex's great dunk goal, I believe it's the second goal. Absolutely brilliant. But the kickoff conceding, the missed touches, the own goal attempt from Peas and Beans, you can't really afford, hold it together. We can't really afford, if you're a Spartans player, if you're a Spartans fan, you don't want to see it at all in these sorts of series. This is Master League. This is the second highest league we have in terms of pure skill, not necessarily in the pure content of quality games, because we've had very good games in Foundation League, let alone in Academy Champion all the way up to Premier. But in terms of the highest skill cap, it is on these two teams to try and find that upper echelon of quality of play, and they've not found it necessarily yet.
Oh, what
great
a bump
from Peas and Beans, but Gabriel has nothing in the tank. He can't go for it. We'll turn around eventually at the midfield line, but it's a bit late, and the Spartans will have to try and rebuild from the back.
Well, they have to. A double commit, they're coming out, and he did not get that mid boost. A big-time bump here on Peas and Beans, but he somehow gets back down to this ball. J-Hex looking for some control here. A good 50 from the Spartans player, and it stays on this blue side. Peas and Beans trying to win here, and ends up just pushing it out, but no boost on J-Hex. There's Peas and Beans again. He's just kind of staying on this ball, being annoying like a gnat in the ear in a nice warm summer day. That's exactly what they're doing, and it's enough right now as we get to this first minute. A beautiful touch there, but Gabriel gets there in time.
That's almost on target from Jeff, though. Sends it right back across the net. Good job from Gabriel to just see that one away. A double commit on defense, so the Blizzard, you can just see they're a little bit more composed than the Spartans right now. The Spartans they're wanting to push forward, they're wanting to get aggressive, but they're not sure how to break out of the defensive side. They're not sure how to beat out the Blizzard in the midfield, because it's time and time again. They're getting beat, they're getting penned in their own half, and they have no way to counter it. An opportunity, though, will fall to Peas and Beans. He'll put it on target, will sneak that through. Both defenders will make it 1-0.
Beautiful touch there from Gabriel to keep it up and not let it go out, and then just winning after the second touch. Peas and Beans able to follow through with their shot and continue to put it on. Sometimes you flip into that and you're not able to follow through and you end up putting it out after the first shot. So good rotation, good job of controlling the car, and a great goal to be scored there.
And the Spartans, I feel like they needed that. They were shaky on defense. They're still shaky on defense, but that goal gives them a little bit of a cushion. Well, we can concede one as long as we get another one now. We've got to be able to follow up, know that we can keep putting them in the back of the net. Peas and Beans, that's a shot you've got to be putting home. Good job from J-Hex to make the car seem as big and as wide as he could. Gabriel beautifully placed those. A 1v1 situation over the top of Jeff. Over the top of J-Hex like it was nothing. Catch, flick over the top. The Spartans have their 2-goal lead.
Just felt like got the old 9-iron out and just chipped it up and over that defender. Nothing you can do, just the follow-through, just feeling good watching that one soar out. A beautiful touch there. The Spartans up 2 here and not going silently into the night this Saturday evening. Gabriel trying to find another touch here, but J-Hex, very good read near post. Once again, a lot of players might not want to go for that one so aggressively, but very high confidence on both of these teams, willing to make those plays and force those 50s. So I like it here from the Blizzard. A very good touch there, going all the way. Peas and Beans can't get there. Jeff, you sniper, able to score from downtown.
Absolutely booms this. Doesn't even go for the boost. Realizes it's not open. Just catches it so cleanly. That's 111 kilometers per hour from his own back third. That is an incredibly powerful shot from the sidewall. And he's caught it so cleanly as well. It's just under the bar. You don't get that sort of precision and quality outside of Master League and Premier League. You also don't get the 1v1 ability of Gabriel outside of Master League, because that is an incredible job at once again destroying the last defender for the Blizzard.
He did it on the left side. Now he's proving he can do it from the right side. Just both sides equally effective. Gabriel just taking it where they can get it. Beautiful showing there. A 2-goal lead. Once again, a very good kickoff win here. Peas and Beans trying to slow play it, though, but doesn't have boost. So the tactical play of, hey, I don't have boost. Oh, wait, I might not actually have boost here. Hold up. And so J-Hex gets it past one. Gabriel, the big-time dunk. These ones plays have to stop the hat trick coming to a head. It's a 4-1 lead.
It's this aggression. They're challenging so early. The Blizzard don't know what to do. They have no way of countering it. These early challenges are throwing off their sort of passive, hold them in their own half and make them make mistakes play style. And well, the Spartans seem to enjoy this chase and, well, it's like the dump and chase strat, really, and it's working for them now. It's finally started to click. They've found the touches. Well, speaking of not finding touches, Gabriel will absolutely soar past that ball. He will not like me drawing attention to it. But you do have to remember that Gabriel is playing an EU ping. He is at 150 pings right now. So take everything he's done, add the fact that he's on 150 ping, and be surprised that he's doing as well as he is at all.
This is always impressive to see these guys play at such a high and consistent level. Gabriel winning a big 50 there, and now there's a lot of free space, a lot of time, and a very good shot there. Does not want to force anything, just puts it in the middle of that net. It's 5-1.
Yeah, 4 goals for him, all to himself. Great job from Gabriel at this point to just manage, control, and really just bend the Blizzard to his own will. He's been the man in control of this game, in control of the midfield, control of the ball 9 times out of 10. Beans and Beans just runs at the ball, and Gabriel's the one to follow through and make the touches. We'll look for something fancy towards the middle, but Jeff will be able to clear that away. And the Blizzard now, I feel like they need a mental reset here at the end of Game 3. They need to find a way to just go back to that mindset they had in Games 1 and 2. They were incredibly close games. This one has not been.
That trend ended here, and it has been a runaway for the Spartans. Is now finally on their own defensive end for a minute, but it's just going to transition here quickly. No, Jeff actually given a lot of time here, but the bump denying it on J-Hex. J-Hex not able to get to that one. Peas and Beans playing offense defensively. I like it there, bumping and just slowing it down. Jeff has to win this here, and technically does, but Gabriel rotating home, able to push this one back out. Spartans are on their own side, but they're in control. They're killing the clock, and they're just not giving up any shots right now.
Blizzard, though, have had more offense in this last minute and a half than they have in, I feel like, the rest of this game. Opportunity now goes to the Spartans, and oh my lord, Peas and Beans gets the Playmaker medal, deserved for destroying the Blizzard defense, not once, not twice, but 3 separate times, pumps both of them out of the way. And one just has an open.
It was just the bowling, putting the leg behind the other leg, letting it go and watching it, taking one car, landing on the back of that Octane, and then throwing it into the other, the double bump. That is the reason why it is 7-1. They just take advantage of any opportunity. Peas and Bees, another one.
Question, do you know anything about the Spartans ever going to Brazil?
I don't
just questioning. Also, do they have blizzards in Brazil? Can we get some geologists and geographers in the chat, please? I would like to know if there are blizzards in Brazil, because there is one right now, and it is blowing over like a storm. There is nothing that they can do, though, to get out of there. It feels like the Spartans, if they wanted to, they could leave this at 7-1, and there's nothing they can really the Blizzard could do about it. They've not been able to score since the opening few moments of this game, which is brilliant.
That's a word for it. They've just been stalled at every point, at every attack. They get pressure, they have the ball, they have the boost, they have the positioning. They just have none of the goals to show for it, and really none of the shots. They only have 4 shots. That is their 4th right there, compared to the 13 that the Spartans have. And they've had some time in this part of the field. They just cannot get it either A, off the backboard, or off of their cars in a way that they like to find the shots, and that is how the Spartans just shut them down.
Yeah, and a great job from Gabriel there. A 5-goal prodigy on 150 ping. You don't style on a team that's on better ping than you at this level without having some form of confidence and a level of understanding of the game that is above and beyond anything that the Blizzard can comprehend, because it takes being able to read the game ahead of time to be playing a 1.5 MS? I believe it is.
I think so, yeah.
That sounds like 150 MS, higher than anyone else on the field. That's incredible. To be able to do that at such a consistent level as well. That is the reason the Spartans have looked so good. And also, that's Gabriel's first game win of the season. On his own back. Does so. Good job from him.
Good job from him. It's almost like precognition when you're playing with that big of a lag. You just have to kind of... It's truly predictive play. It's a lot of... some people see it as fun, some people see it as a fun challenge, and some people just hate it. But this guy, obviously, out here having a good time, gets the win and gets a very good game out of it. So they now need to carry that into game number 4 and 5 and look to force another... Once again, Fawn, we've gone into game 4. It's a 2-1. They have a chance to force a 2-2 game 5. I love this back-to-back series that have a chance to go the distance and it means something.
Yeah, the Blizzard, if they're to do it, they have to keep it close. They do much better at the end of games. They are able to soak up pressure, and that was their key in games 1 and 2. They're able to soak up the pressure that the Spartans had, and then counter-attack with their own against a rather open and overcommitted Spartans defense. But the Spartans have been doing such a good job last game, hopefully continuing into this game for their sakes, and just making sure that they're not overcommitted, that their offense is staying. It's not getting immediately sent back the other way. They are applying pressure, creating pressure, and not just waiting for unforced mistakes. They are making mistakes, and there is a mistake from Gabriel. Side flips away from the ball, not getting a touch on that one, will be pushed away. Peas and Beans and J-Hex, the only two that can challenge that, and the Blizzard are applying a lot of pressure early, and they've almost found a goal immediately.
J-Hex unable to capitalize there, but the pressure is still on. The Blizzard technically have the offense, so the heat is on, but it is not hot. The Blizzard putting the cold on, probably. Jeff beat there by Peas and Beans. Ball flipping back here. These orange cards looking for some plays, but that is read by J-Hex once again on their own end. Ball up on the sidewall here, bouncing down. Jeff looking for it. That Finnick swirling, twirling, and getting some control, but ends up just handing it off to Peas and Beans. Peas and Beans, no boost, so awkward place to be here. Jeff puts a prodding shot on. It's going to be turned away by Gabriel. A little bit of a tennis match, bouncing back and forth. Jeff looking for a shot. Technically, J-Hex an open net, but that's too far to the left. Gabriel able to run through and collect this one.
Yeah, Gabriel had most of that goal covered. That's another shot for post. Jeff can't find it. The Blizzard have not been able to score for the better part of 8 minutes now. Oh, 7. 6? It's been a while since they've scored. And the Spartans really have to be thankful for the post of that one, because that's 2 opportunities that have just gone by the wayside, and the Blizzard, for all intents and purposes, should be at least a goal up by now, but could be going down one if Peas and Beans is able to get a good counter-attack here.
He's got a good read there. It's all the way open. A chance here, but once again, the ball floats a little bit too far to the left. Shades of Adam Sandler, both of these teams wondering why the ball won't go home. It just sticks out of the net. Peas and Beans throwing it off the ceiling. A nice soft touch there, but Jeff is up. Blizzard counterattack opportunity, but Gabriel waiting at midfield does not want to let that one flip. I like the push here. I like the pressure. A good bump, a good pass, but Peas and Beans denied once again near post by Jeff.
Peas and Beans turns in. It's a little bit awkward, but sort of forces J-Hex to try and read him instead of Gabriel, and that gives Gabriel the beneficial 50. The Spartans are having to build from the back, and we've seen them struggle to do this towards the middle of that last game. Yes, they dominated it for the majority of it, but when they got penned in their own half, they struggled to get anything going. The Blizzard, they're much more comfortable in that position. Proof if I needed it, as J-Hex will make it 1-0 for the Blizzard. They have their first goal.
I mean, it was a shooting star shooting across the sky. Just a missile coming in from J-Hex, shooting up to the ceiling. I'm not going to let that ball touch ceiling. Instead, I'm taking the shot, and it was an amazing read. I put my hands on my head because I saw it coming up, and I thought he overcommitted, but no. That is how the Blizzard strike, and now they're trying to do it again, but this time Peas and Beans able to arc back that honey octane in time. Ball bouncing back and forth. The Spartans had given up one, but they don't want to give up another. 2 goals are so hard to come by, especially in about 2 minutes here. So, J-Hex runs home. A nice flipper set attempt here from Gabriel, who kept the ball, but a very good read. J-Hex keeps it on. Peas and Beans wants to beat. A very good slow play here. Is using the boost to his advantage. None. Peas and Beans, a pass out to midfield. J-Hex gets the touch, but no goal to be had.
Alright, he really got to it. Using his boost to the advantage. None. Gabriel almost slots that one home. Great job from Jeff and J-Hex. Double committing on the defensive line to keep it at bay. The demo from J-Hex. Jeff will slot it home. Peas and Beans caught out off the respawn. Beautiful job from the Blizzard. A 2-on-1 mugging on the Spartans' offensive and defensive side. Gabriel can't get back. 2-goal lead. Blizzard looking much more like the team from game 1 and 2 than they are the team in game 3.
2-0 lead, very confident for them. Gabriel, though, the kickoff goal opportunity. It's very strong. Jeff, though, that slow methodical approach, not enough to beat that last defender. The Spartans, they need to find an answer here. I want to see one go in before that 30-second mark because it gives you so much time. The near post opportunity. Gabriel can't get there. Peas and Beans, a prodding shot. Technically, the demo comes through. If that was on, it was a goal, but J-Hex and Jeff survived. Double demo. A lot of space for the Spartans. Gabriel up, a touch coming through, but Jeff on an open run back. The Blizzard don't want to push too far. They have a 2-goal lead. Actually going to go for the bump here up in time. J-Hex stands tall, gets a shot. Jeff, Gabriel, the ball is still here. Peas and Beans trying to beat one. J-Hex running back. I think both these players have no boost. The ball's still there. Gabriel 50, all 4 cards on the ball, but no goal to be had. Still 0-2. The pass out. Peas and Beans can't get there. The Blizzards bend but don't break, and they do it in the midfield. They do it in front of their opponents. They're doing it in front of their own net, but Peas and Beans scores.
Boys, this isn't a championship Saturday. Calm down. There's not a MLE title on the line. This is not meant to be played at this level. That ball stopped on the goal line. It actively stopped moving. He got pinned between 4 cars who, like a Rubik's Cube, began shuffling around it, not knowing which way to go. Gabriel with a sliding kickoff, not favourable for the Spartans. They need a goal in 20 seconds, otherwise this series is done. They cannot get another series win. J-Hex will look to try and ruin it for the Spartans. Put to the sideboard. Jeff applying pressure. Blizzard, just content, you feel, to sit in the midfield and control it. J-Hex will put that on target. Piece of Beans, not the read, not the touch. Once again, the Blizzard have that 2-goal cushion. That mathematically doesn't seal it, but pretty much seals it. This one is wrapped up, and the Blizzard will take this series.
See, I want to piggyback off that. Not the read, not the touch, not the save, not the game. That's just has been this stigma for the Spartans here. Down 2 big goals here. They're not going to be able to close it out. Peas and Beans puts it down. J-Hex got some control here. Now I like this play. Gabriel under it, has some control. J-Hex, though, reading that ball beautifully, forcing the player off, and then just batting it back down. The Blizzard take it 3-1. So we head into game number 5, once again with a 3-1 scoreline. Blizzard look to make it a 4-1. Spartans, they have fought, they have a win under their belt, they can force that 3-2, but they just cannot allow the Blizzard to get ahead.
And again, we seem to be repeating the pattern from the previous series. It goes 2-0, it goes 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. This is where I feel like, if any, the script is going to be flipped. It's not going to be a 4-1. If the Spartans are able to get that offense going the way they were able to in game number 3 and actually game number 2 as well, where they're able to apply pressure continually and keep the ball in the Blizzard's half and put more shots on the net than they did last time, this could be their game. But they have to be able to put those shots on target. Right now, they have not been able to, and the Blizzard have been able to run rampant in the midfield. It is game number 5 here at Manfield Night, arguably one of the best stadiums in the game. And what a wonderful way to wrap up this series. The Blizzard, we're going to try and do it in a matter of seconds.
You're talking about a beautiful field, a beautiful goal attempt there trying to be set up on the pitch. Gabriel catching it off the infield pass from Peas and Beans. The Spartans looking to start something early. Both teams having an opportunity, but no goals. I love the breakneck pace from both these teams. Another opportunity, another goal, another Blizzard lead. Jeff scores.
Yeah, the pressure from the Spartans, the delayed challenges, that's just not been their MO throughout this series. Whenever they've tried to use it, they've been beaten out by the Blizzard, who are able to control the pace and the ball much more openly when they've got room to do so. And the more room they are given, the more confident they seem. If the Spartans were to revert to that almost just send and chase style that we saw in game number 3, you feel like they would be much more competent at keeping the Blizzard at bay. That was a beautiful shot mind by Gabriel. Great save from Jeff to keep it in bay, as the scoreline remains 1-0 with about a minute gone.
I was a little bit worried there, Gabriel backflipping there, but both Blizzard players very, very respective of the play, giving him a lot of space and daring him to push it. He technically puts it on. Jeff having to come through and get the save. J-Hex beating the corner here. The ball is still up. So these gold cards looking for some pressure. The Spartans hunting around. Gabriel waiting at midfield and going to push it back into this right corner. Going to collect the boost, try and collect the ball, but can't. J-Hex and the Blizzard 2-on-1 opportunity arising. Stalling it out is Peas and Beans. It's a very good read on defense. Knew he was that last man back. Gabriel, though, baited up. J-Hex playing catch with himself right now, just back and forth, trying to bait as many defenders as he can. Still on top of this ball. Somehow J-Hex still has control. He's going for the back pass.
I know. He got a flip reset there as well. Didn't use it, but that would be cleared all the way down by Jeff. Yeah, J-Hex just looks so comfortable right now. There's no player that looks as competent. He's just own gold.
It's comfortable.
Oh, let's let me introduce you, Foof. If you've not had the privilege of watching a commentary done by myself at any point in the past, this is known as the Fallen Curse, where I jig something at some point in pretty much every series. Normally I'm able to shrug it off, but this one really hurt. So I'm just going to let it sit for a while. J-Hex will redeem himself and put that one home and prove my point from earlier. Don't own goal again. And bring the Blizzard back to a 1-goal lead.
Well, J-Hex striking there, the ball bouncing around, and the Spartans unable to get it out. And it was a really hard angle to put it up that high, and sometimes you worry about sending it too hard. J-Hex, full steam ahead. A very good still on that 50. J-Hex up once again, trying to find the touch. Gabriel, the last man back. That backflip into it, the Savior Medal awarded. So, instead of a 2-goal lead, it's still a 1-goal deficit for the Spartans. They have to run back here. Gabriel rotating near post, double commit enforced because of it. Ball bouncing out at midfield. Peas and Beans looking for the pass out, but it's not far enough. J-Hex intercepts. Blizzard up 1, trying to find the pass at the midfield. Technically, it made it, but there was no pressure there. They're just playing control. Gabriel over 1, going for a demo. J-Hex in time. Now it's a one-on-one opportunity. The backboard touch. Peas and Beans looking for that second touch. A beautiful read down, but not sharp enough of an angle to clear coming through.
Great opportunity, but right now, the Spartans, it just feels like their opportunities are not finding enough venom. It's the thing that's missing. They don't have that sort of, that bite, that killer instinct, that, what's the word I'm looking for here? The ability to put them home is what they don't have. They've not been able to put it past this Blizzard defense enough to get something going. Jeff, just able to clear the ball long, almost uncontested. That ball's going to go uncontested for quite some time. Gabriel backwards will make a touch. J-Hex, time, room, able to take 2 touches that arguably should not have been able to make at all, but will do so. And Gabriel once again finds himself backwards. That's on target from Jeff. Peas and Beans can't get there. Too much room, too much time, and the Blizzard 2-goal lead.
That ball just sat in that corner for way too long, and I was like, somebody's going to get some awkward touch here, and Peas and Beans unable to get that touch out. It hits the tires and rolls in. So that one's not an own goal. It was going in no matter what. So, sparks our eyes. It's technically touched in, but Spartans down to another familiar spot for them. They need to find a goal here quickly, and I want to see them score before that minute mark, because they scored about 15 seconds or so last game, and that was a lot harder to do. So I want to see them work here. They find passes beautifully. They find each other and work around each other well. They just have to do it sooner, and that's a little bit too far of a pass. Jeff wins it at midfield. Gabriel runs back, beating J-Hex to it, but the pressure is still on.
Better from the Blizzard. So much better since game number 3. They've come out a very rough game 3, may I point out. That's a great pass from Peas and Beans with the demo from Jeff. Takes Gabriel out. They've been so much more aggressive themselves. They've not been as passive, waiting for the mistakes, waiting for the touches, as they have been previously. They've not been outpaced. The Spartans just don't have that same killer instinct, that same finishing ability that we saw in game number 3 that gave them a chance in this series. It's just been all Blizzard all the time. J-Hex is going to try and do it himself. Peas and Beans on his own will somehow dribble that one above the net. Great job from him. Gabriel will pinch it onto the floor for Peas and Beans. The passing plays on your own goal line are dangerous, whether intentional or not. And the Spartans have, it feels like, no answer at this point. 20 seconds to go, and the Blizzard looking comfortable with that 2-goal push from the Spartans. No real offensive chance in the last minute. And that should just about wrap this one up for the series.
Honestly, it checks off the list where they have been comfortable, they have been in control, and they have just been consistent. The Blizzard, all throughout this series, able to finish. I don't know what the word is, but I think closer is the word I can think of right now. They close it out. They are able to finish when they're up. They put teams away, and that's exactly what they do here. Another win, and that is a 4-1 series for the Blizzard. They continue to roll on. Another beautiful shooting from both Jeff and J-Hex. Gabriel, 4 big shots, but only 1 goal. That kind of looms large there in the end.
Yeah, and it just comes down to quite a simple change in philosophy, game 4 and 5 from the Blizzard. They were sitting back and letting the Spartans create offense, and they were willing to hold up on defense, knowing that their counterattacks would basically come when the Spartans were at their weakest. They saw that stopped working in game 3 and swapped up to a much more aggressive playstyle. They were challenging earlier. They were getting faster and faster as time went on, and there was nothing that the Spartans could do to keep them out from their offensive third. That killed the series for the Spartans. They had no way back in. And a great job from the Blizzard to be able to adapt on the fly like that, to take home a 4-1 series win when they, I feel, pushing for playoffs that they desperately needed.
It's always important. It's a 4-week race, Fallen, so any games matter. When you get 4 like that, that helps your record so much. Excuse me. It's important to get these games strung together, and if you can do it in a series, that builds so much confidence heading into, if you have another game this week or into next week, you just ride that high and look to push it on for another 4 weeks. It's Fallen. There are only 4 weeks left, and it is truly a race for these last couple ones.
Yeah, and we have this week, or at least for today, 2 more series coming your way on the main stream. And the next one, we're going down to Champion League, but we are adding 2 more players to the field. We're going to 3s. It's going to be the Express versus the Eclipse. And, well, while we may be leaving, I think our replacements are adequate. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be introduced to Kendo and Grant come the end of the intermission. We're going to be taking that short intermission just now. Stick around. You genuinely do not want to miss the chemistry between these two and the great play that'll be on the field here at MLE Esports.